And so good morning, everyone. My name is Helena Nat. I am the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. It's Small Business Friday, and we are really excited to have Manly Lynn. She's the Economic Development Specialist for the SBA New York District Office for the U.S. Small Business Administration. She's going to be talking about how to sell to the federal government and the global market. She has a lot of slides. Everyone will get a copy of the PowerPoint presentation. This is being recorded. And I'm just going to turn it right over to Manly. Manly, so we're so appreciative of your time and the important information that you are going to provide today. For those who are listening, reach out to the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce if you are not a member. We have great online networking that we will help grow your business. And we're at a pivotal time right now. The stimulus money that, Manly was, a very important aspect of that, putting the money for the economic injury disaster loan and the PPPs into the hands of the businesses. Now it's time for us to help you grow your business. So reach out to us, Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. Manly, thank you again. And I'm very excited for this presentation.
Thank you, Greater New York Chamber, for the opportunities to deliver the information. I think right now businesses have to think out of the box. Maybe something you don't want to touch before, for government contracting and global market. Now is the time. So first, I would like to share SBA have programs and services can help you. Counseling, one-on-one counseling. Even right now, we have a special center for veterans. Capital, no matter what stage of your business, actually, you should consider your financial situation and look for the programs can help you. Contracting, that's what today we will talk about, and the disaster assistance. I hope that actually everybody have gotten some disaster relief from SBAs. So why would everybody should think about government contracting as your, the market, because you can see U.S. government is the biggest buyers in the whole world. So every year spend at least $500 billion. Last year spent more than $700 billion. So you should get into that market, especially federal government want to protect small business. So all the federal agency, they have the goal. They have to meet the goal. So all their purchase, more than 23% have to buy from small business. 5% have to buy from disadvantaged business. We don't call minority, we call socially and economically disadvantaged business. 3% from Hubzone, 3% for service disabled veterans, and 5% for women-owned business. So if you're a minority women-owned business, you have 10% set aside for you for government contracting. So I will go to the detail. People don't want to go to a government contracting in the ancient time because they think it's too complicated and take forever to get paid. But federal government is different. By law, they have to pay you within 30 days of after you send the invoice. And also right now you can see today how much government want to help you. We have hands-on, one-on-one to help you to get government contracting. So the first things that actually you should do the market research. Find out, not all the agency need your product or services. So you need to find those agency they need your product or services. So first things, you go to sam.gov. There's a system. Later we will go to the detail. Originally called Federal Business Opportunities. So all the government agency, if they want to purchase anything or services, actually more than $25,000, actually you have to be in that system. And the number two, if you say, in the beginning, I don't need $25,000 yet. I want to learn first. So you should go to usaspending.gov. So every penny that government spend actually is there. So you can find a lot of opportunities not on the same sam.gov. So how to make a successful contractor? What governments they are looking for have to be established, reliable business. So usually for startups, if you just start right now, you have to learn and maybe wait for a while. You need time. You need time and money. Okay, so actually you need time to learn and make good relationships with the government agency. A lot of business actually they didn't realize it can take up to 2 years actually to get your first government contract. So you need enough cash flow. So, and the last things actually you have to be e-commerce savvy. Right now, everything's communicated by, those digital. So I will talk about the basic requirement. The first one, you should get proper registration and ID number. So first you get your DUNS number. I have all the links actually website for you. So you can go to the detail. Get your DUNS number. Then you have to search your next code because right now government have the automatically matching system. So if you didn't choose the correct code, actually you cannot get the correct matching. So that's very important. And we know most of the business have more than one items or services. So you should include all of them. The second thing is you meet the size standard. Okay, for small business, actually definition is if you are manufacturing, if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. Generally speaking, actually, if you have annual receipt under $7.5 million, you are a small business. But depends on your industry. Like a construction can go up to $33.3 million. Okay, so if you are not sure, please go to our website to make sure you are a small business or contact our size standards office. Number 3. You have to register with SAM. SAM is a system for award management, .gov. Is a database. So all the agency, government, federal government agency, they are looking for somebody, vendor, contractor. You have to be in that database. Otherwise, they cannot work with you or they cannot find you. So you also can certify. Later, I will talk about the certification, some different categories. So when you go to SAM.gov, it's like a resume. So you just enter the information about your company by yourself. So the information should be accurate and you should update if there are any changes and the description. Actually, you should make it the government contractors actually from different agency. They see your descriptions, they want to contact you. Then number 4 is you have to maintain compliance with all the government's regulations about your employees, your structures of your business. So that's the basic. Now we talk about certification. A lot of business ask me, if you don't want to certify, can you still get government contract? The answer is yes, but you have to compete with everybody. If you certified, for example, if you are a women-owned business, actually you only compete with the same categories of business. So it's the opportunity is much bigger. So certification, because I already mentioned, okay, there are 3% for service disabled veterans, so you definitely should certify. 5% for disadvantaged business, 5% for 8A. I will explain all this certification. So first things for 8A. 8A is a special programs, actually. We call socially and economically disadvantaged certification. Women-owned small business and Hubzone have to be, the owners actually have to be US citizens. And also 51% ownership have to be unconditional and direct. So means actually have to be the one make the long-term decision and manage the day-to-day operation. It's not just on the paper. So the third one have to be a for-profit. For nonprofit organization, actually SBA, they have to find other resources. SBA only help for-profit organization, and also not be debarred or suspended by any federal entities, okay, and have a place of business in the US. That's basic requirement. The other things, your next code, if you are not familiar with that, you can go to the website here. So SBA counseling and help for the procurement, I list here. We have contracting area directors. New York is in area 1, so you can contact them. Also have procurement center representative. Here you can find, we are in the area 1, find the contact person. So the certification, the first one, I would like to talk about 8A certification. So this is for if you already in the 8A, before 2021, January 13, actually you're supposed to receive a notice that actually can extend for 1 year. Okay, so this is 8A information. This is we call officially is socially and economically disadvantaged programs. This program is only for 9 years. After 9 years, actually, we say you graduate. During the 9 years, actually, our office, we have an 8A team can help you to negotiate even competitive, be competitive for the government contracting. So set aside. So if you are 8A certified, we have set aside for 5%. And sole source contract. So here I want to mention what's sole source contract means. Federal government contract have a rule called rule of 2. Means if a procurement officer want to buy something or get services, need to have at least 2 business to compete. But if you are the 8A certified, actually. You don't have to have any competitor. If your price is good, the quality of your product is good, the procurement officer can buy from you directly. So one-time use, okay, is only 9 years for your business life, actually. So, but don't worry about that. Usually after 9 years, actually, you know what to do. Okay, so this is, are you one of these groups? Black American, Asian Pacific American, Hispanic American, Native American, subcontinent Asian American. So this we call socially disadvantaged areas. Okay, so if you are in these groups, actually you are eligible for that. But if you are not in these groups, actually still have a chance. If you have the discrimination, if you can demonstrate you have experienced bias or chronotic and substantial natures of discrimination, actually you can submit the information. We saw a lot of businesses they got 8A certification. And economic disadvantage here. In the past 3 years, actually, your total assets have to be less than $4 million, net worth less than $250K, and personal income less than $250,000. Now I'm talking about women-owned small business and economic disadvantage women-owned small business. So actually, not all the women-owned business are qualified. You can see here, there are some NAICS code according to your NAICS code. So please go to this website to see if your NAICS code in these 2 categories. But I saw cover most of the industry, and women one woman or several women, actually, at least 51% owned and controlled by women that actually have to be US citizens. So, and the women have to be the person, manage the day-to-day operation and make the long-term decision. Okay, so this is an economic disadvantage. Women-owned small business also have to meet the requirement, net worth less than 750K, and gross income less than 350K, and your personal assets less than $6 million. Exclude the real estate property. So you have to certify. Okay, you can certify it, but now actually have to get through SBA, or you can go through the third-party certification. There are 4 organizations actually they can do that for you, but they charge. Okay, but all the certification actually are free. Okay, so you can certify those others actually by yourself. Now we go to Hubzone Certification. The Hubzone is historically underutilized business zone. So there are requirements. The first one, your principal office have to locate in the Hubzone. I have a map here for you. And the second requirement is more than 35% of your employees, they have to live in the Hubzone. And they don't have to live in a Hubzone the same as the office. And the principal office sometimes is not the headquarters. It's the office have the highest number of your employees. So we saw New York business, actually, they got a contract in Florida, actually. So Florida's office have more employees than New York headquarters. If Hubzone also, you can get sole source award, means actually if you don't have to have a competitor, okay, government can work with you. And also the other things very important for Hubzone, can get a 10% price evaluation preference in full and open contract competitions. What's that mean? For government contract, if 2 companies, they bid, usually we would choose the best qualities one. And then if the quality are the same, and then we have to choose the lower price. But if you are a Hubzone certified business, your price can be 10% higher than your competitor, and you still can get a contract. So that's very important. So I put here the certification processing here, so you can just follow that. Just want to show you, don't assume you're not in the Hubzone. Don't assume the Hubzone is the poor area. So even Manhattan, you can see near Times Square, there is one areas actually is in the Hubzone. Brooklyn, Queens. The reason I show you is just tell you, I cannot tell you, say, oh, the west of the Manhattan or south of Bronx. Actually, some area is several blocks here, there. So you have to enter your address. So just enter the address on the links that of the map, then they will tell you you are in the Hubzone or not. For service disabled veterans, actually, please contact, now we have a new website for you. You can contact Veterans Business Outreach Center. If you want to learn about the federal government procurement rules, actually, please go to FAR, Federal Acquisition Regulations, especially the part 13, 14, 15 of the subpart 8.4, simplified acquisition and the sealed bidding and contracting by negotiation. There are different kind of contracts. So the first things I encourage everybody, just try to identify micro purchase because this is the first time you work with governments, you need to learn. So start from small, okay, small one. So government purchase, if for example, like our office, we need to buy some stationery or event items, less than $3,000. Actually, we don't have to post anywhere. So if you can contact our office, actually, then you don't even have to have any, certification. So the only requirement is you have to be able to accept the government credit card. So that's easy, but difficult part is you have to know the opportunities. The second place that you should go to is GSA. GSA, actually, they manage federal government's real estate property. They buy the rent, they hire the security, hire the cleaning team. So GSA.gov right now, they have monthly training. So please be on GSA schedule so they can help you announce a lot of opportunities to you. The other things, actually, this is before, okay, after you're ready, okay, you can go to the website. Subcontracting, federal government, if any contracts over 700K, construction company is $1 million, they have to sub out. So there are a lot of opportunity that actually, on the subnet, the website, you can see the prime contractor, they are looking for subcontractor. So it's good that actually you be the subcontractor first and learn about how to do business with the government. And then, later you can try to be a prime contractor. Also, government allows small business teaming up. Okay, so you can team up and get government contract. We call joint ventures. But you should you should hire an attorney to generate a teaming agreement, to put everything on the paper to protect yourself. So contracting checklist I have here for you. The first one, you should register in the same.gov. Right now, they are on beta.same.gov. They do they are establishing a new website, and you should meet local business counselors. Later, I will show you actually whom you can contact, and check out procurement websites. Actually, those websites that I suggest you, and practice searching the opportunities and prepare bids and offers. Market your business, the last one. If you do 1 to 4, means you get a ticket, okay? But if you want to arrive the destination, you need to do marketing, okay? The same as regular, you get a private customers, same thing. You need to market yourself to the government contract. So here, additional assistance. The first one is Procurement Technical Assistance Center, and they have others too. I list all here. Also for the we have federal small business offices. Actually, each agency, they have a small business advocacy office. So you should contact them. They can try to get opportunities for you. Okay, now we were talking about the marketing. Marketing actually to the federal government, a little bit different from private sectors. They need to know you are existing and you want to do business with them, and your product or services can help them reach their goal to get a good quality products or services. And also maybe that you meet those 5%, 3%, those special set aside, and let them know how to buy with you, from you. Okay, so there are 3 key federal officials that actually you should contact: small business specialists, okay, and program managers and contracting officers. So before you contact the government agency, because I attended a lot of procurement events. A lot of businesses just walk up, say, what SBA does, okay? So you need to do your homework on agency's mission and programs before you meeting, okay? Meeting those representative from agency. You don't want to show that actually you just looking for anything. You have to specific know what they are looking for and you can meet their requirement. So identify your customers. That's very important. Not all the government agency will need your product or services. So you need to do the research about their goals and their mission and research their requirement, okay? And then learn federal procurement regulations. And when you go to the events, actually you meet those contracting officers that you have to show you are a good match for their needs and the requirement. So I interview more than 100 procurement officers. They give me 4 qualities: pleasantly to work with, persistent, professional, and positive. So that's what they are looking for. They are looking for somebody can work with them closely and pleasantly. And they always tell me to tell business, tell them don't give up. Normally, you won't get your first award when you first bid. So there are a lot of one-on-one events, especially later I will tell you Procurement Technical Assistance Center. They hold a lot of matchmaking event. So when you go there, actually, you have to prepare capability statement. I have samples for you later. So attend any events if you see procurement or matchmaking, that's for government contracting. So you should prepare, bring your capability statement and practice your elevator pitch and get their business card. And after you go back to the office, you send them a thank you letter, attach your capability statement again, and then you have to follow up with all the leads. Don't just put in the drawer. That's very important. Okay, now want to talk about what they are looking for. High quality products. So, we know a lot of businesses, they just want to emphasize their products is cheaper, but quality is the #1 requirement. Reliable suppliers and fair prices. The vendors also can help them to reach the goal, like minority or women-owned business and the Hubzone. Those are the other factors they are looking for. And simplicity means to work with you. If they ask something, you can reply right away, okay? So that's very important for the procurement officer. So 8 ways, call potential buyers. And you don't have to go to Washington, D.C. Do you know that actually there are more than 120 federal government agency office in New York? So local office, actually, they have their budget. You don't have to go to Washington, D.C. Network, okay? Network with buyers or other vendors and potential partners. Especially other vendors, I already mentioned you can team up to get a contract. So actually, normally, if you are in the same industry business, you would think they are your competitor. But this is a good opportunity that actually you can work together to get a bigger contract. So when you go to the event, or regularly, you should have a lot of a networking event. And get help from experts. I will show you whom you should go to, and you should use the other purchasing vehicles, and also look for subcontracting opportunities. Target government field office. That's what I want to emphasize in New York. And you should prepare to do business the way government does. Sometimes a little bit different. When you see any solicitation post on the website, you can request or download a bid package. If you, at some industry, they need a specification or especially the drawing, you can request. But you have to understand, those purchasing regulation. So if less than $3,000, okay, we call micro purchases or simplify acquisition or bid and proposal. So they will tell you actually what they're looking for and what's the procedure. So rules for reading solicitation, you really have to read more than one time. I suggest more than one person read this, the one request a procurement history, and you have to attend those pre-bid meeting, or they usually have walkthrough. That's the occasion you can ask the question and proofread your proposal. And the last one, submit it online on time. It looks like that's the easiest one, but actually a lot of business, they wait to the last day because you need to have a lot of document to upload. So actually a lot of business, actually they were arguing, say they were online whole day, but they cannot get in. So the other two things, you have to really keep your responsive, okay? So when procurement officers send you a question, actually, they really need that question right away. So you have to responsive and responsible, including your accounting system, because I mentioned after you send an invoice, they can, within 30 days, they will pay you. So you should have accounting system always update. So this is these are the three procurement technical assistance centers in New York. You can contact them. They at least you have to be on their mailing list because they hold a lot of events, so you can participate. So key steps, know your market. Okay, don't waste time to those agencies. They never need your product or services. And then you have to research their budget. If your price too high, even they need your product or services, they cannot afford it. And know where to get practical help, a P-tag, and later I will show you, our office have a team too. Take care of the basic, means you have to show your business actually is a good business to work with, and register everywhere you can, or I can say certify everywhere you can, including Port Authority, New York, New Jersey Port Authority have a lot of contract too. Develop personal relationship with those procurement officers, okay? Just have, contact them regularly on your calendar, otherwise you will forget. Start small, okay? So learn from the beginning. Marketing tools, actually there are 3 marketing presentation you need to prepare. The first one is the elevator pitch. When you go to the event, you only have, you go to each agency's table, you only have 20 seconds to introduce yourself. What can you, make a good impression, okay, to them? That's very important. So practice elevator pitch. And you need to have a 1-page capability summary so you can give to them. But the best way is when you go back to your office, send them an electronic one so they can keep that. And number 3, normally a lot of the procurement officer where have the final 5 business, they want to make decisions or ask you to make the full capability presentation. So before you go to make your presentation, you should know your audience, okay? Do a lot of homework and be focused and be brief, okay? Focus what you have to think about what they are looking for, and then stand out from the crowd, okay? So that's business need to practice and think about a good idea, new idea. So 1-page capability summary is like our resume for your business. The first one, you can have a few graphics. Normally resume, you cannot have photos, but for the capability statement, you can have. You have a special facility or equipment, that's a good one. and the company's information here. Also, all of your digital, social media, blog, website. Right now, it's different world. Even the video, okay, you can list there. I provide you 2 samples. This is a female veterans engineering company. Usually, they just say 1 page. So she was very smart because she already got so many contracts. So she really have a lot of information. So she made 1 page, but actually 4 sides. Okay, so you can see here, this is a capability statement, and this is the photo that the contracts that she already did. And this is testimonial. So this is a very good one. This is a marketing company. During the pandemic, actually, they got contract to hold a lot of government conference events. Okay, so you can Google procurement capability statement. There are a lot of samples. You can look at. So I just want to remind you, some small business marketing mistakes. Number 1, doing what your competitors do. You can learn from your competitor, but don't just do what they do. You have to do better than them. Okay. Number 2, not targeting a specific market. I mentioned, actually, don't waste your time just to try to contact those agencies. They never will use your product or services. And number 3, target a market you cannot reach, or one that you cannot afford to. So you have to do the research about that agency. And number 4, focus on getting new customers. Government agencies, they usually don't share the information, but if they have a good vendors or not good vendors, actually they will share the information. So if you got your first contracts, you should do the best job that you could, and they will be your marketing ambassador for you. The last one, you didn't follow up with your leads. Okay, I saw a lot of businesses, they got many contacts, but they didn't contact them regularly. So government is looking for qualified small business. So you have to show you are qualified for that job. And marketing is not a rocket science. So actually, you have to develop something new and impressive for those people. They need your product or services, and build your reputation. This is this is critical as a government vendors. Okay, and understand that right now use the technology. So take advantage of that to show off that. Now I'm going to talk about the global market. So today, I want to encourage you, okay? A lot of business, actually, they just think about New York or US. Actually, you should think about global market, especially now have the internet, so you can reach out anywhere. If you have a website, actually, you are doing international trade business. Especially the first advice for you is put a different language on your website. Because that really can expand your business. A lot of business after they're doing that, they got a huge impact. So why to export? The first one, demand is bigger. Do you know that 95% of the consumers are outside of US? Okay, so number 2, access, because right now I have internet. So actually it's not like before you are afraid to go to a foreign countries, or because you don't know anybody, you don't know that's safe or not. Number 3, profitable. Of course, if you grow your market, you can profitable. Number 4, competitive advantage. A lot of foreign countries, they are they love made in US, the products in US. So we should take advantage of that. Number 5, it's not so risky, okay, as before. So now it's easier. Everything actually you can track. Number 6, resources. Okay, I will show you. Especially U.S. Department of Commerce, they have a they have international offices in 75, more than 75 countries, and they work with U.S. Export Import Ex-Im Bank and also Small Business Administration. We have we call Exporting Assistance Centers. The myth about the exporting, the first one, in the ancient time, actually, the payment is a big problem, but now it's different, okay? The second one is complicated and risky, but now is not anymore. The third one is they think, your business is too small to go global. No, that's not true anymore. I remember one business told me, say, no matter what you sell, actually, just remember there's somebody in the other side of the world. They are looking for that. So our job is to let that person know we are existing and how to contact with you. So you can go to export.gov. Okay, so you can, there are 19 government agencies to help you. So how to export and customize services, market intelligence, events, trade problems, and FAQ. So please go to their, so this is the Office of the United States Trade Representative. Here. This is the government trade agencies, okay? I think actually I was surprised, in the beginning that so many agencies actually they can help us. Of course, including depends on what industry you're in. So from agriculture to anything else. So here they have United States Trade Representative Resource Center. Okay, you can see here what in their information. They don't be afraid of contact foreign markets. Actually, they tell you they have all the information. Okay, they have the data, have the trade laws, and have the trade links, and also how to export here. What they can teach you, e-commerce, export education, and how to find the markets, including, of course, Department of Commerce. They have office all over the world. Actually, they can help you to find the market in other countries. Legal consideration, that's we have to learn. Logistics and financial consideration, that's very important. Right now, actually, sometimes they change from time to time, so I have to pay attention to those regulations and how to, maybe prepare your products, because some countries, maybe their culture is different. So your package or even, have to change. We saw a lot of business, they have to change, modify their packages to some countries. And the trade agreement guides. So this is all in those on the website. E-commerce innovation lab, actually, e-commerce right now, everybody, if you have the website, you are the International Trade Office. So here have a lot of information for you. They even can check actually if your website, can reach out to the markets there. And there are 4 e-commerce sales channels. The first one, your website. That's the easiest one. But I mentioned you should put other language on that. Number 2, online marketplaces can be B2B or B2C. So you have to see, what's the direction you want to go to. social media. Okay, so that's focus on target market. And I think that right now, a lot of business, they use the third party in the foreign countries distributor. That's the one, if you can find a good one, that's the the easiest one actually, and you don't have to worry about too much. So this is there are video series actually for you, so you can see how to get ready and your market entry strategies, and how to find the foreign buyers and how to get paid. So you can learn by by yourself with your own time pass. Okay, so number 5 is make the export sales. How do you prepare your product? That's very important. And navigate your export market successfully. Even how to protect your IP, I think that's very important. And also business travel abroad. Okay, so this is we have 5 business export assistance center in New York. You can contact them, they can help you. So this is more than 75 countries actually, so you can think about which country direction that actually you want to export to. Also, if you go to exportu2.com, they have a lot of information and courses there. Market research, all the links here can help you. Okay, so this is the webinar I mentioned that actually you can learn a lot of all those things you need to. So now I'm talking about financing for exporting. We know that actually a lot of small business, they just think that they don't have the financial strong. Okay, the export SBA, we have 3 international trade loan, export working capital program, and export express loan and international trade loan. So even you are not an exporter, for example, you are an accountant, but you help your clients, they are exporters, you can use this loan. Or you sell your products to the exporters, you can use this, these 3 loans for you. And I list here, you can borrow up to $5 million. We guarantee to the lenders up to 90%. So you also should contact Ed. Actually, he is the financial managers for New York and New Jersey. So for the New York City's Export Assistance Center, actually SBA work with Department of Commerce and Exim Bank. So we 3 offices have steps in the centers actually. So the first one, I list all the contact information for you. For our office is Ed and Exim Bank. I also have Exim Bank actually is like a protection, like insurance for your, for the avoid the risk. So I put information here for you. Exim Bank, you can contact them. So I want to introduce very specific programs actually. So federal actually every year give funds to states. Not all the 50 states they have to submit their plan. So New York actually we have a STEP grant program. That's funded by SBA. So actually 70% of if you go to the trade show in other countries or trade missions, they will pay up to 70% of your expenses. So let me talk about that. They have financial support. They have education. Usually they have one-on-one counseling for you, just help you to export. And then they have the trade missions right now. before February 4th, actually, if you're thinking about to participate, right now they are recruiting the missions to Caribbean. So if you want to apply for the, for these grants, actually, you have to submit before February 4th. And also, they can help you with service to support you to find foreign market and also design your international marketing media. I think that's most important things. They even that you have translation, they will pay for you. Okay, so please contact New York State Empire State Development. So this is a list of all the fund, how can you use the grants? Okay, this is grants. I think, numbers, 6 to 9 is very good. Website content, foreign language translation. Okay, they can pay that for you. Develop international marketing campaign and virtual services. So for your computer and compliance testing. So those actually are the fundings actually you can use. But I encourage you, of course, now maybe it's not the best time to go to other countries, but I think, I hope that later that everybody can participate in their foreign trade missions. So they can pay up to 70% of the expenses. So the world actually is open for your business. Okay, so today actually I share these two markets with you, hoping that actually everybody right now can have time, can try to think about these two markets. During the pandemic, a lot of businesses got the government contracts because government really looking for a lot of new items that they never thought about before. I just want to share with you the most incredible government contract I got. I heard one lady actually, she's from China. She got a eagle's kite in China, and then one day she was flying the kite at John's Beach. And her fiance told her, say, I saw that actually when you fly the kite, when you flew the kite, all the birds just flew away. That's a good opportunities. So do you know who need that kind of services? The airport. Okay, the airport need that. So actually she got contract, just flying kite to chase away the birds. And then I asked her, she said actually she got contracts for like, stadiums or some resorts or some hotels actually. So this is just one example. I just want to share with you that don't think about you don't have any chance. A lot of CPA, for example, like SBA, we give a lot of funding to a lot of organizations. So actually we need auditor. So we need a lot of CPAs. And IT is a huge market too. So I just encourage you, try to learn and try to get contact. It's not easy to get the first one, but I believe that actually this is a good chance to start learning and network. I know Greater New York Chamber looking for maybe, where match up everybody, teaming up together to get government contracts. So now is a good time. So, okay, so now actually, Helena, you want to see, have any questions? I saw there are 3 questions.
Yes. So just to make it clear, everyone's going to get a copy of the PowerPoint presentation. First of all, thank you, Manley, for this incredible presentation. Everyone is commenting. It's so helpful. So a lot of informative information in there on how to grow your business. Everyone will receive a copy of the copy of the presentation, as well as the video will be on Chamber TV, and it is going to be public. Just go to chamber.nyc, and on the right-hand side in the middle of the screen, it says Chamber TV. Just click on that and the video will be up this afternoon or early this evening. Now, we also have a question. I will plan to search NAICS codes, but in your experience, what is the likelihood of a service business such as a law firm securing federal government contracts?
Yes, actually, like I mentioned, actually, we need a lot of attorneys actually for like a contract to verify for the financing, okay, for the financing, or especially now the PPPs, everything, they need a lot of attorneys actually to make sure it's not fraud. So a lot of professional needed, even event planner, even the filmmaker for the marketing. I know several marketing company, like I just show you the capability statement. She was a marketing company, and she never thought that actually she will get government contract to hold a huge conference actually for a government agency, because right now it's online. And government cannot just hire one person to design that. Okay, so a lot of opportunities right now. So the other thing, that's why I encourage everybody, if for example, if you don't have that skill yet to do something, so you can team up. I think that's the best part. You can team up to get a contract. Federal government allowed small business to team up. They don't care about who do the work. They just want, the work can be done. So if you can show you can do the work, and then they need you.
And the chamber is going to be working with Manly on teaming up. Another question, if a prime contractor is not able to find subcontractors to fulfill the SBA, hub and women-owned businesses, is there a penalty or a fee for that company? Historically, are the primes been able to fill all the minority percentage of the quota?
Right, so it's an agency by agency. You have to talk to the procurement officer. Each agency is really different. They have a different way to do things. Even every procurement contractor, the managers actually, they have different way. So you have to, okay, I read that. So actually you have to contact that SBA hub and women-owned business. I think actually contact Helena. She can get those business for you, okay?
Thank you for that. Wondering how to find a place for logistics in this. I'll dig and research. If you're, I think that's Karen. Karen, I don't, email me, helena@chamber.nyc. I have a company that actually I think is on, his name is William, and he might be on right now. I don't know. He is our logistics guru, active member with the Chamber of Commerce. So we'll definitely connect you with our, our member. Also, just in regards to the international aspect of it, we sit on the World Trade Committee, and there's World Trade Week happening in May. We work hand in hand with the consulates, foreign dignitaries. We have an international trade committee. So if you're interested in getting involved, just contact the info at chamber.nyc. We are here for international assistance, and we will be getting involved in World Trade Week. Manly, let me see if there's any other questions. If there's any, we have everyone 2 more minutes, because any other questions, please type out. I will do that.
I know, because so much information, so you need time to digest it. Actually, I just deleted almost half of the slides for you today. So because 2 topics, so a lot of information, I encourage you go to website, and SBA right now, the website update a lot of new information. So please go through those informations, and actually, of course, you can contact me and Helena to get more information. But for just good luck with everybody. Need to work on it. Okay, so but actually, it's a huge market. One business actually, he thanks me after he got a government contract. He said, now I realize why I understand why you always encourage us. He said the profit is really high compared to the private sectors, so.
Very important and very helpful for how to grow your business. For those who need export documentation, the Greater New York Chamber has, we have a professional staff to help you with all your shipments and documents to expedite you getting your goods through customs. So definitely reach out. Again, info@chamber.nyc. I put my personal email into the chat if you guys have any questions. Again, Manly, we so appreciate your time. Just to let you know, we do, to help you grow your business, this Monday, 2:00 on Clubhouse. We have an online, we're talking about how to grow your business with SEO, how to brand yourself more, and how to use social media. Tuesday at 10:00, online networking. It's 10 to 11. Manly has been an active participant in this. She is there to listen to, the type of businesses that are looking to grow their business. And it's really amazing. We do a lot of people are signing a lot of contracts going on during those meetings, and Thursday at 4:00 cocktail. So, and then we also have about 4 more sessions with Manly about how to grow your business with the SBA. Take a look at our calendar of our events, because we talk about just different aspects of growing your business. So thank you, Manly. It's 12:00. We ran over a minute. We so appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, you'll get a copy of the presentation. We'll put the video on Chamber TV. Have a safe and be well, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.